Welcome to the PCFL Show. On this week's episode, we've got Week 9 highlights, Week 10 previews, and a quick breakdown of the playoff tiebreakers. The PCFL Show is brought to you in part by FPS Design. Graphic and web design, sports marketing, and more. Go to fpsdesignstudios.com. Also by Hat Tricks Music and Media. Audio production, graphic design, social media management, and more. The Patriots strike quickly as Jamie Jensen hits Kenny Pope down the sideline for the touchdown. On their next possession, similar play, similar result, Jensen to Pope, touchdown. And before the Raider offense could get anything going, the Patriot defense was there as James Smith Jr. forced the fumble and returns it for 6. After another Raider turnover, Vaughn Smith takes it in for the score. Patriot special teams also made plays as Jeff Smith blocks the punt and DeMarcus Miles returns it. Quarterback Jeffrey Williams finds Ray McPhee in the back of the end zone, who makes a great catch for the score. It's a high snap for the Raiders, and Allen Webster's in for the sack. Jeffrey Williams finds Randy Lambert in traffic, who takes it in for the touchdown. And Thomas Langley gets the Raiders on the board with a 49-yard field goal. The Patriot defense kept up the pressure. Here, Alonzo Sweets with the sack. And Jeffrey Williams' 18-yard pass to Allen Webster is complete for the touchdown. Danny Betancourt finished 7 for 7 on PATs. Your final score is South Bay Patriots 49, Modesto Raiders 3. The Underdogs defense came out quick. Here, Kendrick Nelson gets a sack. But the Spartans defense was going to make it difficult on the Underdogs all day. Here, Dario Zendejas gets the interception. Brian Niels finds Desmond Hatton for the touchdown. Brian Niels throws for Marco Acevedo, but it's picked off. No, it is caught and taken in for 6. Let's look at that one more time. The Underdogs were trying to get something going. Here, Ezekiel Shockley takes the handoff. But the Spartans defense holds. Final score, Salinas Valley Spartans 27, Sacramento Underdogs nothing. Walker Cabling is a professional structured cabling contractor that specializes in data center, copper cabling, and fiber optics. Design, builds, TIs, moves, seismic bracing codes and regulations, maintenance, and more. Walker Cabling provides custom infrastructure installations in order to help your company meet its communication needs. For more information, go to walkercabling.com. Walker Cabling, quality matters. The Rattlers strike first as Joe Ramos punches it in for the score. But the Fury strike back as Mo Carson finds Joey Hughlin for the touchdown. In the second quarter, Derek Stevens takes the handoff and takes it in from 24 yards out for 6. Later in the quarter, Terrence Bell has plenty of time and finds Bobby Guillory for the touchdown. But again, Derek Stevens responds for the Fury, this time taking it in from 48 yards out for the score. Nearing the end of the half, Terrence Bell hits Lee Slaughter for the touchdown, who makes the difficult catch, bringing them within 5, 26-21. The Rattlers fumble at the start of the second half, and Michael Greer takes it in for the Fury. But the Rattlers are relentless. This time, Terrence Bell finds Jordan Ahmed for the touchdown. And in the fourth quarter, it's Jordan Ahmed with his second touchdown reception. The Fury were driving again, but Ray Twine comes down with the interception. The Fury answer back on the ground this time as Genesis Grimes takes the handoff and takes it 65 yards to pay dirt. But Terrence Bell finds Lee Slaughter, who brings it in, breaks the tackle, and takes it in the end zone, giving the Rattlers a 1-point lead. But Mo Carson marches the Fury down and finds an open Jared Dixon for the touchdown. Terrence Bell escapes the pressure and finds Joe Ramos on a wheel route, who puts him right on the Fury goal line. And after 2 Fury stops, Terrence Bell takes it in himself off the left side. And your final score is North Bay Rattlers 47, Capital City Fury 46.
You are watching the PCFL Show with your host, Angry Mike.
In other scores around the league, the Delta Valley Falcons jumped out to an 8-0 lead in the second quarter, but it was all Silver State Stallions after that. Quarterback Jake Heronshaw finished the day 17 of 27 for 271 yards and a touchdown. And your final score is Silver State Stallions 30, Delta Valley Falcons 8. The California Sun Devils defeated the Merced County Jets 21-12. And the Elk Grove Kings defeated the Fresno Dogs Elite 26-21. With the PCFL playoffs around the corner, it looks like there's the potential for some multi-team ties, so let's talk tiebreakers. The order of tiebreakers for the PCFL has always been overall record, head-to-head record, and points allowed to not encourage unsportsmanlike blowouts. In the case of 3- and 4-way ties, the tiebreakers are applied equally to all teams. Once that tiebreaker is broken, the remaining 2 or 3 teams are tied, and the order of tiebreakers applies again. The same will apply to Tier 2 contenders, except that it'll be conference record, head-to-head record, overall record, and conference points allowed if the amount of games are equal. If they're unequal because of the last-minute schedule tweaks, then it would be points allowed per game. We'll see how things play out for the rest of the season. In the meantime, let's get to our Performers of the Week. From the smallest of buildings to the largest, the simplest to the most detailed, and everything in between, Crandell Roofing is the company for your next roofing job. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to crandellroofing.com for more information. Crandell Roofing has you covered.
You're watching the PCFL Show.
The 6-2 North Bay Rattlers have clinched a playoff spot. What's not clinched is whether they'll be home or on the road. All they can really do is win and let the rest sort itself out. The Underdogs are one of the few teams that have been eliminated from playoff contention. They're playing for pride and looking to build towards next year. The North Bay Rattlers take on the Sacramento Underdogs this Saturday at Highlands High School. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock. The Capital City Fury's loss last week hurt them in terms of seeding and standings. The best thing they can do to help themselves now is to win and not give up any points. The Raiders are running out of time to correct the self-inflicted mistakes. If they can't do that now, they're going to have a hard time getting that 4th seed for the Tier 2 playoffs. The Capital City Fury take on the Modesto Raiders this Saturday at Riverbank Sports Complex. Kickoff's at 12 o'clock. Sponsored by Wayne Allen's Red Dragon Tattoos. The Dogs need to beat the Falcons to try and avoid a win-and-you're-in situation in the final week of the season versus the Raiders. The Falcons have clinched a playoff spot, but their seeding is also up in the air. They need the win here to keep pace with the Spartans, who have edged them out currently for a top seed in a home game. The Fresno Dogs Elite take on the Delta Valley Falcons this Saturday, Heritage High School at 4 o'clock. Sponsored by Boss Burger. Albany's best. Go to weareboss.com. The NorCal Lions are in a similar situation to the Rattlers. They've got 2 games left. They need to win to lock in their position. They're winnable games, but will it be enough? In terms of records, the Spartans have an edge over the Falcons right now, but they need the win here to keep pace and stay ahead. Can they overcome injury and inconsistencies? The NorCal Lions take on the Salinas Valley Spartans this Saturday at Rabobank Stadium in Salinas. Kickoff's at 1 o'clock. The Jets are hoping to gain some ground for the 4th seed. A win can help them out tremendously, but they may need help on top of that. The Kings have 2 Tier 2 opponents left. They're in the driver's seat. They're 4-0-1 in the division, but they need to stay ahead of the Spartans and the Falcons. The Merced County Jets take on the Elk Grove Kings this Saturday, Bartholomew Sports Complex. Kickoff's at 4 o'clock. After a nice win at home, the California Sun Devils are looking to go on the road and finish the season out with a win and a winning record. The Silver State Stallions stand in the way of that. They're looking for revenge from their Week 1 loss to the Sun Devils, as well as finish the season off a good note with a 500 record. The California Sun Devils take on the Silver State Stallions this Saturday. Fernley High School kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Sponsored by Jim Love's South Lake Tahoe. Keep an eye out for their grand opening July 1st. Well, that's it for this week's episode. To get more information about the PCFL, catch up on stats, or the latest news, go to thepcfl.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @thepcfl. If you're on Facebook, like our page and share the PCFL show links. And last but not least, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That's youtube.com/PCFL Media. I'm your host, Angry Mike, and I'll see you next week.